Attention, everyone, whoever comes here now. Okay, just gonna wait until some people will come over to live stream. Man, it's been a long while since I last did the live stream. What's up, Hunter? What's up, Hunter? Long time no see. How are you today? Well, I'm doing good. It's just here to relax and like to talk about the topic of this live stream. And how about you? I'm doing great. Alright, sounds good. Hopefully some people will come and they will notice that I am live. Because there was so much I want to talk about. Okay. Oh, you might notice about the thumbnail I have. That is a wallpaper that I edited with Mr. Puzzles and Mr. Weapons. Because of the teaser trailer that came out Sunday, and hopefully I would like to talk about it, and especially with Turkey that has his theory, like on Twitter. If you guys haven't seen it, better check it out on Twitter. I'm mostly eating my burger today. wondering what happened to me for a couple of weeks since the last live stream I've done. Well, a lot of things happened. Let's say I got busy and doing some things like around at my home, and probably know was my family, especially at church, like I did every Sunday. And got a little busy. There was a little task at the program I'm in. And from last week, when I got home on Wednesday, I noticed that my brothers weren't here because that was when I found out my younger brother had his wisdom teeth removed, and that is something that I went through 10 years ago. And let's just say, recovery from wisdom teeth surgery was painful and challenging, and I'm not gonna lie, it was unbearable, especially when you have your teeth, especially when you have your mouth swollen. Then let's just say that back in 2016, after my second year of school ended, I just went straight to the wisdom teeth surgery because I had to get four of them out of my gums. And I have, and it lasted for 2 or 3 weeks to recover. And let's just say that you can't eat some hard ones, including the hard ones. You just have to eat some soft food, something that is like easy to swallow, especially small pieces, and especially when you had to drink some water and some juice. And you had to lay off on junk food because you can't have that for weeks. And it was kind of challenging for me to handle that. And by the time the weeks ended and my mouth was fully recovered and I was able to eat normal now that the wisdom teeth were out. And now it was my brother who was dealing with that. And he barely talks for a couple of days until after days and almost a week he was able to talk. But not that much. If you have been through the wisdom teeth surgery, let me know and what you think. was hoping that some people would ever like come to the live stream at the moment. I did happen like 2 years ago. The last thing I remember was seeing the movie and then fall asleep and ended up being home. Uh, oh yeah. There was the other thing I remember. Since in a couple weeks, since I'm still recovering, since I was still recovering from wisdom teeth surgery, I was able to see the Angry Birds movie in theaters, and it's a thing that somehow the appointment had to come first before you even do something like you go somewhere fun and until your mouth isn't swollen anymore. I love the Angry Birds. That's good. That is good. That's good to hear. I love that too. Well, this is no here. I guess I had to talk about calling off villains. I have to say, there was a teaser trailer I saw since Sunday, and I have to say, I was before that teaser trailer. Turkey had made. Let's just say before the teaser trailer came out, Turkey had made a series video about calling all villains, including the teaser trailer. Making us theorizing about if Mr. Weapons and Mr. Puzzles are separated while they were in a wormhole. And just like from the Super Mario Bros. Movie when Mario and Luigi were in the pipe hole and they tried to hold to each other until they got separated to the same dimension but in different worlds. And we saw that it maybe there might have been Mr. Weapons coming in the show. That was until Sunday came and we watched the video and we watched the teaser trailer live and we were pretty shocked that Mr. Weapons is there and they do get separated and Turkey was shocked that he was right. He was right the whole time. Like I can't even imagine what you theorize something until things was actually right the whole time. And I'm very surprised that Mr. Weapons design and calling out villains is pretty good. And not to mention that there are some posts and tweets about Mr. Weapons designs, including some concept and character sheets. And not to mention about the rigs and including the animation tests. And just like it happened, and just like it was shown with Mr. Puzzles in the announcement trailer. And excuse me. I just have to say that it was pretty good, and Calling of Villains will be coming on October 31st, which is Halloween this year. And for what Turkey told me, he never celebrated Halloween due to his religion, and I don't blame him because that's the thing. I'm in the Christian household, and we don't celebrate Halloween except sometimes I kind of celebrate things in secret. Was there and I can watch them Halloween movies and eating candies and maybe this and probably this year it would be the special one yet. And I know that I'll be counting the days, and I know that someone else on Twitter is counting the days. And there are some things that I'm also concerned along with Turkey. Is because fans wanting the gun show to be canon and calling all villains. And we didn't think it'll be possible because there are some fans who ship them. They just do that and like they thought they're applied to be like they applied to be shipped and I don't know if it's really going to be a thing because just hear me out. I'm not homophobic and I'm not homophobic. It's just I like LGBTQ and I believe that it was alright with them, but for some people who are like entitled is that they would be together in the show, but we don't know if it's going to be a thing. I just don't believe it'll be a thing. I'm not homophobic, but don't I just don't ship them, that's all. And Chucky says that he will be making the video about this since he and I have dealt with some people who were critical over our opinions from last month or two. And it was kind of pretty rough. And I was approached by a friend who tries to make a statement and especially setting up for me when some people were against me. I mean, who knows if Seven Nation would ever try to make it happen, or it's up to them to decide, not us. And I know I've seen some people who are shipping them, they make fan arts of puzzles and weapons. And not to mention there are some AUs above them. and I'm hoping that Calling All Villains will be very good with the pilot comes out on October 31st. And what's really exciting me in Turkey is that there are new fans coming because they like because they're getting into calling all villains because of Mr. Puzzles and Mr. Weapons. And especially some who didn't know the SMG4 before the original series by examination. And sometimes it's best to like welcome them in open arms when they got around. So there was other things that I kind of got intrigued is that in some another trailer and a teaser trailer where puzzles and weapons saw something glowing on the TVs where there's apparently it was glowing purple or pink, whatever the color is. And then there is a symbol appeared which is applies to Bone Drum. Like the one character that we saw of the wallpaper and we figured that if Bone Drum might be involved with something to do with the show and including why did he approach to puzzles and weapons. I'm hoping that maybe that there would be some female characters to be in Calling of Alice, and not just male characters. I'd like to see some female characters. Some of them they could be heroes, some of them could be villains. Who knows what there may be. So there was other things I'm thinking, and to say since I'm getting into Calling of Villains, like I'm thinking about another AU that involves with my OCs. And they would be like the alternate universe, and it'll be let's just say it will be close to my Lucifer's AU, and like what if let's see Mr. Paulson's and the friends didn't make it out and they ended up in another dimension? And what would their life be like before the events of Calling All Villains? I'm thinking about making some designs of my OCs and like imagine them like in Calling All Villains. Sometimes when I'm thinking of something special for my AU, like Blissivers, like from last year I made the pictures like special art that follows Mr. Puzzles and the line the Carson got married. And it's been a month since they got married in my AU, and with it, and I think it would be nice for them to like have a new member of the family. You can guess at what it might be before what I'm talking about. And well, the things that were some good news going on, but I am about to put something like a little challenging about with me and a friend on DeviantArt and Discord. Let's just say that he had a rough time at his home and quitting the fault with his his pain, including issues with his family, like today. And sometimes it made me worry that he might think about hurting them, and especially when he didn't really mean and he wasn't actually going to do it. He just said that out of anger. And he somehow he would set things around me, which really saddened me. And I don't know how to handle with the situation. I just don't think if we had some like toxic friendship or toxic relationship as friends or brother sister. And sometimes it's not just adults that abuse those who are younger. There are some adults who are abused by those who are younger than them. And sometimes they could be like having tempers and anger issues. They would shout at you and they would try to physically harm you. And they will probably hurt you, which it will hurt you emotionally. And it's just hard for me to deal with, and I don't know how to handle that because I'm not sure how long will I keep this up because I'm still worried about him and I still want him to handle his inner demons like we all have. Mm. To be honest, I've dealt with a lot of crap in the past days and in the past weeks. But sometimes I felt a little overwhelmed by many issues and just hoping that the things that will be good for me and that will help me to relieve my stress and my emotional issues. By the way, either there's an analog horror about cat hat. I've heard of that, but I'm not interested in seeing it. I'd rather not see some horror analog stuff. I'm just not into it, okay? Anyways, there were some reaction videos by Turkey that Mr. Puzzles reacted to Plushy Playtime. Yeah, that's what I remember. And when I saw that, I was like, what the crap was that? Sometimes I had to skip a few in order not to get scared, and there were some jokes and funny ones in the second part. And to be honest, I've seen some kids shows that has kind of weird concept, and some have like I don't know what they do because some of them were bad, some of them were kind of scary for some audience. audience. And posting some costumes that were pretty ugly as heck. And sometimes I wondered I would try to see those in order for my reaction videos. Anyway, I'm thinking about having the reaction videos and like Turkey did with Mr. Puzzles, and soon he would do Mr. Weapons reaction. So be sure to look out for that. Anyways, I'm hoping to do the reaction videos, but I'm very, very concerned about if my videos get copyrighted with some like trainers or videos to react to, and I just thought that maybe I would ask for permission to react to, and just like how Turkey asked Smiley for reacting to SG for AU Haunted, where Mr. Puzzles like actually killed Weapons, but he didn't mean that intentionally, and now the ghost of Weapons haunting him, and the reason that he was haunted because he didn't pass on it. There was something to be finished, and Weapons and Puzzle will have to, like, in order to make peace, is for Puzzle to apologize and hope, and maybe Weapons will have to pass on and able to forgive him. And from and I saw some videos that Turkey did reaction with Mr. Puzzles about teaser trailers of calling our villains. And glad that they don't get copyrighted, just like the ones with announcement trailer that got copyrighted. But who knows? Maybe I will do reaction videos and hopefully I will get copyrighted. Anyways, Turkey told me about another idea that he will get for the resurrection arc. And it's just one-time videos that he will evolve my OC Felicity puzzles. Like, what if Felicity is in the resurrection was an SMTT series? It'll be way different than my AU. And we'll let you know if that will, if it was coming soon. Maybe like around resurrection arc after we did the other arcs they would do. Who knows, maybe. Anyways, I think that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring a bell to be notified for the latest video or live stream. And be sure to follow Turkey, Hunter, Tyler Soda, and the other characters, and the other people who are with Turkey. They mean a lot. So remember, keep following your dreams, don't give up hope, and listen to your heart and be kind to others. And don't listen to what others say, what other people say otherwise. And don't let fear stop you from doing what you love. Anyway, that's all. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you all in the next live stream. This is Eve Guzman signing off.